Hey everybody, this is Azrael Sword 1, or the Anime Savior, whichever comes first. Sorry this review's late again, but it won't happen again, I promise. Things are fixed. And I got a new camera, which is cool. So this is Naruto chapter 562, and in this chapter it starts off, Madara's all kind of smart ass about stuff. He's just like gloating over Onuki, saying, I wish I could have tested my abilities out more, but you already have one foot in the grave. I'll just have to finish you off quickly. And Onuki gets himself back up, and we see a little flashback, and it turns out that they knew each other back when Onuki was younger. But, you know, Madara was still a jerk, and Onuki was just didn't have enough resolve to fight him, you know. So, anyway, now we go back and Madara is saying to Onuki, you should have figured out for all the years you've lived that war breeds hatred, hatred breeds more hatred, and then the cycle continues. It's a vicious cycle, get over it. And Onuki tells him, shut up, dude, I've lived longer than you have. Don't forget, you're dead. I'm still alive, and if there is one thing I've learned is that that cycle can be broken. We're doing it right now. We're moving towards a better future. And Kabuto gets all smart ass. He's like, oh, right. You're making a better future and you're fixing the world by creating a fourth ninja war. Smart. And Onuki, he's like, oh, okay. Alright, fine. You haven't noticed the fact that all of our headbands are the same? Unlike all the other wars, we are all banded together as one ninja world, all here to fight you. So, shut it. And, you know, I think Onuki has finally grown up. I honestly think that Gaara was the cause of that. Gaara, when he says, when did you forsake yourself? That was the thing that kind of, gave him his resolve back from his youth. Anyway, we go back to the Tsunade, right? And Tsunade says, I'm going to prepare a teleportation technique to get over there. And she tells it to Mabui. Mabui? I don't know. A weird name. Whatever. And people thought, oh, she's going to use the Thunder God, flying Thunder God technique or something, but she's gonna use what is it called? The teleportation technique that Mabui has, and Mabui's like, oh no, you can't use it. It's only used on inanimate objects. The only person who could ever use the technique and live was the third Raikage, and his flesh was like steel and his blood was like iron. I mean, even the fourth Raikage, his son, can't do it. If he can't do it, what makes you think you can? And she's like, bitch, check out the tattoo. And she points to a little, the Genesis rebirth thing, which means that if she does get injured, it'll just heal her, which is pretty cool, I think. And Shikaku is like, oh, come on, you're like the world's biggest gambler and you're like the worst. And Tsunade tells him, I'm only bad with money. My life is a totally different story. I mean, I'm still alive after all the crap I've been through, aren't I? And, this just strengthens, like, people's theory that the Raikage has something with Tsunade. Something's going on over there, because he's like, Mabui, you might want to prepare that thing for 2 passengers, because I'm going with. And it's like he's a faithful lapdog or something. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Raikage got his arm back. At first I thought it was just like an artist fluke, like, oh, he forgot that he chopped off his arm, but I think it has something to do. I mean, think about it. If characters can, like, shoot fire out of themselves and move faster than light and, have big fox demons inside their stomach, I think regrowing a limb isn't that far-fetched. I don't know. My personal opinion. Anyway, then you go to Naruto. I don't know if it's the real Naruto, but it's one of the many Narutos out there, fighting Black Zetsu, who apparently he has the ability to like, fuse with trees or something. I don't know. Looks kind of gay, but whatever. He uses the Rasen Shuriken on him, but it doesn't really hurt him badly. And then the really insecure guy from the Mist Village, one of the Seven Swordsmen, Chizuru, whatever his name is, the one with the glasses. He makes his sword bigger by absorbing courage or something, or determination, and it just like slices him to pieces, which is pretty cool. He kills, well, not kills, probably just hurts Zetsu. And then we go back in the Raikage, and Tsunade get teleported. Again, this is sort of, I'm kind of doing it by facts. I'm actually looking at the chapter, because it's been a while, my enthusiasm has gone down. I would usually be more excited, but it's like midnight when I'm doing this, so forgive my lack of enthusiasm today. So, the Mitsukage, who, by the way, again, looks pretty hot. She is doing the fourth Hokage's technique, the God Flash thing, whatever it's called, and apparently it takes 3 people, and I'm like, oh, thank God, because if you guys are just gonna start spamming that move, I'm gonna be mad. But they do. They teleport her. And she says that marrying is the only thing I intend to do late. So I wonder who she's gonna marry. But anyway, Mu and Madara are attacking Naruto, Gaara, the Tsuchikage, and Tamari and some other guys at full speed, and then a big flash of light, and what? Boom! Here comes the Raikage. The Raikage punches Mu really hard, and Tsunade kicks Madara, and damn, I was like, Madara just like does the spinning thing and lands like perfectly safe, right? And Mu is like, ow, right? And it was epic. Like the last thing, like you just see like the Yin seal of Genesis Rebirth healing all of Tsunade's wounds, and then the Mitsukage shows up. So, and it's like all of the Kages. It's like the 5 great shadows that reign over the 5 great nations have all assembled specifically to rape Madara. They're all just lined up and like the Tsuchikage just floating without a shoe. I don't know if anybody noticed, but he's just not wearing a shoe. It made me laugh. They're all just standing there looking badass, and they say, Tsuchikage says, "To think I'd live to see the day when the 5 Kages would stand together and fight." And the little thing says, "The ultimate team assembled." It looks pretty badass. I think some serious, it's gonna get intense, I think. Again, I don't want to be a jerk. I just think the Tsuchikage needs to die. He's old. And honestly, the war's been pretty one-sided. You know? But I don't know, I think it's gonna get good. That's pretty much it for the chapter. I mean, nothing else really happened other than we got some really cool pictures at the very end of the chapter. Like we got a pissed off Tsunade, and we got the Madara picture with the Mangekyo Sharingan, and then with the Rinnegan after that, and then Toby with the Sharingan and the Rinnegan. So, I don't know, that's just a couple of side notes. Oh great, this thing's all jittery now. Okay, well, see you guys later.